in one of my other shorts, as I'm busy doing this series of shorts, this second batch, I spoke about how it is that all these massacres in Africa that are busy killing all these people in villages in Sudan and Nigeria, etc., Congo. I spoke about how it is that the state sponsors of these terrorist activities are nation states. And I mentioned Qatar, I mentioned the United Arab Emirates, I mentioned Iran, I mentioned Turkey, China. They're funding some of these militia groups, and the reason why they're sponsoring them is because they've got an overall strategy to overtake those parts of Africa with Islam. The intention is to just ethnic cleanse. But how it gets done, listen, they're far away, they're big bosses with money, who in and of themselves do not personally rape women, but they're letting their little militants not only ravage women's bodies, but just, of course, just kill. But you see, I recently came to learn with quite the pleasant discovery that Donald Trump finally is doing something in particular about the case in Nigeria. And I'm grateful for that, right? And Trump even threatened that if you don't do something about this, we're going to go in as America with guns blazing. Guns a-blazing. That's what I'm saying. So essentially Donald Trump is saying, if you don't do something about this, if you don't stop all of these killings, the American army is going to go in there and they're going to stop the killings of these Fulani militants, listen, by putting them in the ground. That's just what I'm getting at. Qatar and the UAE and Iran and China and etc., Azerbaijan, Turkey, they're funding as big bosses, Kwakodim, these militias on the ground, these little teenage boys, these young 20s boys. They're so young when you look at them in the face, they look like teenagers, some of them. They're busy just killing. But they're going to keep killing until one day there's going to be retaliation and they're going to give moat to the ground while their big bosses stay alive. In Turkey, Iran, even the Ukraine, I found out, sponsors, the ones in particular in Sudan, yeah, they're going to stay alive while their minions die. You crazy little occult idiots that have been sent on me and many other people because occult bosses have given you mandates. They know when guns come a-blazing, like Donald Trump said, you are the ones that die. But doesn't Trump still maintain a relationship with the UAE in spite of the fact that they are funding all this terror in Africa? You're on your way out, you idiot minions, if you don't move out the way.